Hi and welcome back to the course site tutorial for teachers and faculty. This is the third out of 3 videos to teach you how to create your course site and populate it with the appropriate settings. In the last tutorial, we looked at how to navigate the dashboard, and in this tutorial we're going to be focusing more on actually populating your website. So where I'd like to start is over on the left side where it says Media. Go ahead and click Media. Okay, now this is your media library. As I said in the last video, this is where you hold all your pictures and documents that you're going to embed in your website. So as you can see right now, there are no media attachments found because it's a brand new site. So how you go about adding new media is up here, this button next to where it says Media Library. Go ahead and click that. Okay, now as you can see, this is a drag and drop, or you can select and browse. So I'm going to drag and drop. So say you want to upload an image, some class reading, a PowerPoint, and you can just drag and drop them, just that simple. They're all already ready. So let's go back to Media Library and click on that. Okay, now you can see that everything that we just uploaded is sitting right here. One thing that I'm going to show you real quick, if you click Edit on any one of them, you'll be able to see the file URL. So this is the URL that will take you directly to this content. So this starts initially with your course site URL and has an attached permalink. So that's just something to keep in mind for future reference. Now we're going to navigate to Pages. I'm skipping Posts because posts are created and edited exactly like pages are. So let's go down to Pages and click on that. Okay, so now you'll see that I most likely have different pages than you do at the moment. This is because I went in and I changed and deleted the pages that you have and created my own. So let's take a look at how to add a new page. This is similar to the media library. There's a button Add New right here. Go ahead and click that. Okay, so you can go ahead and enter any title you want for your new page. So I'm just going to call my new page. Next you'll see that there's this Add Media button. So go ahead and click that. And you'll see everything from your media library comes up. So say you want to insert this image, you can just click on it and click Insert into Page at the bottom right. Now you'll notice that besides the fact that there's a new image right here, a permalink has popped up, meaning this is the link to this actual page within your course site, which in a new page you can edit. So you can change that to be whatever you want. If you want to edit this image, you can click on it and click the little Edit Image icon that appears. This can allow you to change the size of your image as well as the alignment. You can give it a title, and it shows you the link URL again. So let's make mine smaller, and you can click Update, and you'll see it got smaller. So another fun fact is, say you want to insert a link inside of your page. So say you want google.com to come up. You can't just type google.com or www.google.com, it won't work. But what you can do is you can just type whatever you want, highlight it, and come to this little icon right here that says Insert Edit Link. Click on that. And you can either copy and paste the link from your web browser, or you can type it in. And now it has this box right here that asks if you want the link to open in a new window or tab. I'll show you right now, this is an external link. It's not a link to another page in your website. So it would be best to click this box. If you're linking pages in your actual website, you would most likely want to leave this box unchecked, and I'll show you that in a minute. So go ahead and click Add Link, and you see it is now a link. So we're going to publish this page, which is over here, this blue button. If this is a page that you've already created in the past and are just editing, this blue button will say Upgrade, but you still need to make sure to click it every time you make any changes. So go ahead and push that. So now we can go back to Pages and say we want to link two of these pages together. So we can link, let's see, we'll link assignments with course information. So I'll click on assignments, and I know you don't have the same pages as I do, this is just an example. You can copy these permalinks with Control-C on your keyboard. Then you can go back to your pages, go into another page, and you can say, you can type whatever you want, highlight it again, go back to this link button, and it's the same thing. You can just paste it in. And since this is linking two pages within the same site, your site, I'm just going to leave this unchecked. So I'm going to add link and update this page. Okay, so let's take a look at what that did real quick. So we're in course information. So we can go to view page here. Go ahead and click that. And you'll see, because there's nothing else already on this page, you can see assignments, and it comes up as a link. You can click on that, and it'll take you to the assignments page. So that shows you how to use links to link pages inside of your own site. So let's go back to the dashboard. And back to pages real quick. And go to assignments. So another important thing to know about pages, or you can scroll all the way down. And in this box here called discussion, you can allow comments or not. I'm going to choose not to. And let's go and update my page. And if you remember what the page looked like just a minute ago, let's go back and click View Page. Now you can see that there's no comment box on the bottom. So that's another useful tip. Some pages have the boxes for comments already on, and some don't, so it's always good to check that and make sure that your pages have the comment capabilities that you want for that specific page. So let's go back to the dashboard. And go down to Appearance and Menus. Now, it's good to keep in mind that the pages you have and the way that they're listed do not matter as far as what's actually shown on your website. I mean this in the sense that you can have more pages than you have shown on your website, you can have them in a different order, and menus are the reason for that. So this menu, as you can see, is my new menu. I just created it. So again, it's different than yours, but the way you populate a menu is by down here where it says Pages. You can select whichever pages you want and click Add to Menu. I've already added all of these except for the one page that I just created, New Page. So I'm going to add that to my menu, and you see it's down here. So you can create as many menus as you'd like, and just because you've created these menus doesn't mean that they're actually going to be viewed on the site. Same as pages. So, another good thing to know is that you can rearrange this information. So you can see that I put about the instructor first, course information, and schedule I placed under course information. I could have it here, but I chose to have it as a segment underneath of course information. New page I'm just going to set at the top so that I remember to show you that external link that I placed in there. So, like pages, go ahead and click Save Menu. Now, I said that menus don't necessarily show up on your page, and this is where it gets a little tricky. So we're going to go ahead over to Widgets and click on that under Appearance. And look all the way over to the right where it says Primary Widget Area. So where you saw while viewing your site, the pages are listed on the left side. That is your primary widget area. And these little boxes show what the content for those areas are. So you can see the first one is Custom Menu for me. For you, it's probably Vertical Menu, which is essentially the same thing. So everything in the center available widgets you can drag and place into the primary widget area or anywhere else in these selected widget areas. So I moved over a Custom Menu, and you can click on your vertical menu and it will say the same thing. You can title your menu, so I'm going to change this to Example, and Selected Menu. So this is just the menu that you choose. This is why I say you can have as many menus or as many pages as you want, and they don't all need to be shown. But the pages you put in, say, Menu 1 will be shown if you select Menu 1 in your widget. So, New Menu, and I'm going to go down and click Save. So now let's go and take a look at that. Okay, now you'll see, because I changed the menu, you can see that this new page is up at the top. And we can see this Google link that opens Google in another tab, which is really convenient. So, you can see this new page is here, complete with my picture, as I entered it from the media library. And you can see that the title is Example, as I just changed it to. Okay, so let's go back to Dashboard again real quick. And I know this is a lot to take in, so you can rewatch this as many times as you need to, and it's also extremely advantageous to just play around with it on your own, and you'll definitely get the hang of it. So let's go back to Appearance Menus. And I'll show you real quickly. You can add a new menu by clicking this bar right here, this little tab. The first thing you need to do to create a menu is type in a name, so I'm going to call it Second Menu, and then come over and hit Create. Then you can go and add the pages you want, or in any menu at any point you can add custom links. So say you want google.com to be a link on your pages or in your menu. And you can label it Google and click Add to Menu. It will come up just like that. So we're going to save this menu. And real quickly, I want to show you back in this previous menu, you can delete the menu here, or if you want to take out different parts of it, you can click on this little caret and click Remove. And I don't need that new page anymore with the link to Google because I have the second menu that is just a link. So Save Menu. Now go back over under Appearance and click on Widgets. And you don't need to do anything here to update this. The menu will be updated automatically because you've already saved it. But you can pull another custom menu into your primary widget area and click second menu and title it example for links or whatever you want to label it. And I'll hit save. Okay, so before we go and check out what that just did, I'm going to show a couple of the available widgets that would be pretty good to use depending on what you want to use the site for. Okay, so recent profile activity is a cool widget to use because if you make any changes to your portfolio or the page profile, it will be shown under this widget, so your students will be able to come in and see the recent activity. So if any changes have been made, this goes with comments and posts. It shows the most common, or rather most recent comments and posts with these widgets. So they can all be useful in different ways for whatever you want to do. Calendar's neat. It's calendar your site posts, so it shows when you can make those announcements if you use your posts as announcements. Okay, so now that you understand how to use widgets, menus, and pages, and these available widgets that you have here, I'm going to show you what all of this that you just put in your primary widget area can do. So let's go and visit site. Now see, the new page is gone because I deleted it, and then you have a new menu underneath of your first menu that is just a link. But because it's a link added in a menu and posted as a widget, it's going to come up in the same page. So it might not be preferable depending on what you want to use that link for. So let's go back to the dashboard. I'm going to mention one last quick thing. We'll go down to Tools. Go ahead and click. And now you'll see underneath of Tools there's Import, Export, Delete Site, and Add User. So import and export would be used if you have had or plan to have another site in the future. So exporting your site would export your media library, your pages and all their content, your menus, everything like that will be saved onto your actual device in a folder. In another site or course site, you'll be able to import all of that other data up into your new site. So it'd be easy if you'd like to duplicate data for similar classes, anything like that. But don't worry, when you import your data, it doesn't replace what you already have in the pre-existing site. It just adds all of your previous data to what you have pre-existing. So then there's also delete site. If for whatever reason you need to delete your site, you can do that here. So that's all for these 3 tutorials on how to create and populate your course site. The next tutorial is an additional tutorial on Gradebook, and that's basically going to teach you how to view, upload, and edit your students' grades. So before you do that, you have to make sure that you submit your completed course site URL to the MIS department and make sure that it gets approved, as well as your login information being approved for administrator access. So once you get all of that done, you can move on to the next tutorial, which is working your gradebook.